Media worldwide asked if the United States could elect its first black president. Americans answered. Racism in the 2008 U.S. presidential election. Next on Global Pulse. A comparison of how international broadcasters are covering this issue.
If there is anyone out there who still doubts that America is a place where all things are possible, who still wonders if the dream of our founders is alive in our time, who still questions the power of our democracy, tonight is your answer.
Barack Obama's victory answered the question France's TV5 and other world media asked in the weeks leading up to the election. Could the United States overcome its long history of racism?
American history turns out to be bloody. In June 1964, the KKK assassinated 3 anti-racist militants, 2 white, 1 black. The scandal turned into a movie, Mississippi Burning. The man responsible for the murders was convicted in 2005, 40 years after the fact.
RT and the BBC found that generations of racial hatred in the U.S. fueled fear Obama might lose the election just because of the color of his skin.
You can't act in this election as if race doesn't matter, can you?
No, you cannot. It matters. It matters an awful lot. There are some people who will be very open and say, I would have voted Democrat, but I'm not going to vote for a black man.
There will be people that will vote against their own vested interests just because he's an African American.
And this has been my fear from the beginning. It's a racist nation. And it does worry me, but I'm hopeful.
And then there was the extreme. Al Jazeera proved if you went searching for openly racist Americans, you'd find them.
There's a sense among many whites here that they'll face retribution somehow from an African-American president for the country's discrimination against blacks in the past.
The white people have put the Negroes in the back of the bus for years. And if we're not careful, we're going to be in the back of the bus and they're going to be in the front.
The divisive nature of this campaign has brought out into the open what's usually discussed behind closed doors in America.
I'm afraid if he wins, the black will take over.
I don't like the fact that he thinks us white people are trash, because we're not.
Iran's Press TV took it even further. Their analysts openly accused the Obama campaign of shoving the race issue under the political rug.
This is a black revolution. It's a quiet black revolution in the U.S. The Obama campaign has been very, very successful hiding the race factor. It's not about race. Even when you talk about to the blacks, when you see the blacks talking on TV, oh, it's not a matter of race, their own special language. It's not a matter of race, that accent. It's just a matter of who can run a better country.
CNN and the BBC show the nation elected Barack Obama because of who he is and not because of the color of his skin.
They embraced, they hugged, they cried. An African American had defied the weight of history and had become the most powerful man in America.
Simply amazing for the country to come together. Race, all races, religions, it crosses all lines.
To those who seek peace and security, we support you. And to all those who have wondered if America's beacon still burns as bright, tonight we proved once more that the true strength of our nation comes not from the might of our arms or the scale of our wealth, but from the enduring power of our ideals, democracy, liberty, opportunity, and unyielding hope.
For Global Pulse, I'm Erin Coker.
This program is brought to you by Link TV for educational and non-commercial use only. Link TV is the only US network dedicated to global and national news, uncompromising documentaries, and diverse cultural programs. Programs which connect you to the world.